Okay, come on. One more announcement.
How was that?
One more thing.
Next
One more.
is our last announcement.
Last announcement. Here we go.
Please take a look.
We're finally here. What does it look like? What does it look like?
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
This looks amazing.
These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri.
Kokiri. We haven't seen Kokiri since Ocarina of Time.
And they lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
Okay.
However, there was one particular boy.
Okay, is Navi a ball or a ball with wings or
who did not have
like
a fairy?
Tinkerbell? I want to see. It's like Unreal Engine 5. The detail on that bed. All the detail. It's the Triforce of Courage right there. That's where he gets it? Remember. 2026. Anything else? That's it?
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2. More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san.
I teared up a little bit just from that.
Thank you for watching.
Short teaser.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
Okay, it's Treehouse time. Okay, I'm not really a Treehouse person. They're going to show off gameplay for games that I want to play for myself for the first time. I don't want to see 30 minutes of gameplay, personally. I want to see this again.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule.
You can see each individual stitch.
At the very
The
edge
Ocarina.
of this kingdom,
They tell you so quickly exactly what game it is with the Ocarina there.
Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
This does not look like something made by Nintendo. Individual hairs. This is going to be amazing. And music too sounds kind of like Skyward Sword. Dun, 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 dun,
The Legend of Zelda.
That's what I expected the music for the movie to sound like. The Zelda movie that's coming what was it, May 4th next year? Was that the date they said? Also, the detail all over the bed. We got the leaves growing around. You can tell it's a tree house. You see the wood a little bit there. It's made of hay. Looks like a potato bag in this. And then this looks like some sort of weaving of vines. What's that little thing floating there? Are those the particle effects floating around? There was one time where I was driving around. It's not cotton. It was something else that's kind of looks like cotton that was falling down from the trees. And as the sun was shining towards me, and I saw those things being glowing, like you see that picture of a cat with the sun behind it, and you see all the fur glowing around it. It looked like that. Or when those cotton things had the sunlight shining behind them towards me, it looked like Ocarina of Time when you're in Kokiri Forest and you see all the little floating white particle effects. Not particle. Are they considered particle effects? I don't know. I think that's what these are. Sick. And according to the league, this is holidays, so late November, early December. So somewhere around the Pokemon Metroid Prime release, Metroid Prime 4 released. No exact date, but we knew it was late in the year anyway, so the date isn't exactly important right now, but I will definitely be watching a further trailer or so they said they'll announce details later, which means either another direct is coming really soon, or we're getting, I think will be our first Zelda direct, where they'll probably show gameplay of this, maybe some of the things that they've changed and added. And then maybe we'll get our first teaser of the movie. Maybe. Because it comes out in May. And I don't know exactly what the timeline is for like when a movie is done filming. Because when was it done filming? Back in March? Is that when it was? It was done filming. And then however many special effects they add. Because Zelda's always had magic, so we know it's going to have some sort of magic, but I don't know how much of that magic will include special effects, or will it just be like things floating around them? Will it be a whole lot of particle effects that takes them several months to finish? Will they have one cutscene with all the special effects done just for the trailer? The amount of detail And these little things, they almost look like the X parasites a little bit, but they aren't threatening, you know, from Metroid. Also the voice. Does sound like a new voice actor for young Link. And it's not the exact sounds that he makes in Ocarina of Time on the 64 and the 3DS. Also the detail in it, in the lettering, it almost looks like above from the map, and these are like mountains or something. So is this like a map that we're looking at, or like a what's it called when you get like the really thin gold? What's that called? Not gold paper. What, I forget what it's called. Looks like it might be made with that. So there's always been intention with how the designs are chosen. Like in Breath of the Wild, I think they showed the Silent Princess flower along with the old, like, worn out Master Sword. So I'm trying to see if, like, is there anything like hidden about what might be going on in the story, or what changes there might be based on how they changed the logo. But it just looks gold. It's maybe if I had like a better resolution monitor, I could see more detail, but we know it's coming now. $2026. Well, thanks for watching. I am satisfied that we know that the game is coming, but I wish we got a little more than that. A little more than just a teaser. But we know it's coming. This year. I just got to make sure, because I want to get, I haven't said anything on stream at all so far, but I want to get a monitor that is 4K HDR and does at least 120 frames, 120 hertz, so I can stream all Nintendo games at full resolution or the high frame rate, whichever I choose to do for stream. I'll probably do 4K for streaming once I get it, and then maybe I'll do like 120 hertz for some games offline, if you don't necessarily need to see every detail in 4K. But the fact that we know this is coming, I am satisfied. So the Wario Land thing was fake. Unless like it's like announced just on Twitter or something later on, because Nintendo's been doing that a lot lately. It's like, oh, here's a brand new game on Twitter. That's releasing in 3 months. Oh, okay. It's been a good day. And from what I hear from the State of Play and the Xbox Direct, I don't know what I call that one for the Xbox, it's been a great week for console gamers as a whole this week. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care of yourself.